all started back in Bimini. Say hi, you two.
Monkey, what you got?
Monkey, look. Hi, Monkey! Sawyer, how was your first crossing?
Awesome.
She only puked 3 times. We made it. Boat's a bit salty. But we're here. John's at Customs checking us in. I'm getting all our freediving gear ready, and we're sitting here at the marina. And you know, I'm just feeling super grateful and lucky to be able to live this life that we get to live, because not everybody gets to live this life, and we're really lucky, and I feel really special to get to do this. And we worked so hard the last 3 months to make everything happen and get all the upgrades done and get ready for our next season, and we did it without too many hiccups, and now we have a season stacked full of charters. We have dream happening trips like the Nat Geo trip that we're doing with BBC and Nat Geo, and I woke up with a heart full of gratitude this morning, and I'm really excited for this season and what's gonna come, and sharing it with you guys is gonna be super fun. So, I mean, let's go get hammered, because there's like 6 of them out there and a tiger shark. So it's time for us to go get wet, because we deserve it. We've worked super hard for this moment. See you out there.
Pulled into Bimini for a few days, did some hammerhead dives, projects on the boat to get her ready for charter, and now we are going to Nassau. Going to do 1 night in Chubb, and then wake up in the morning and head to Nassau. Hopefully we see some sperm whales along the way.
Monkey, you want to tell everybody about last night and the diarrhea and the poopies?
I like the shits, Mom.
We had some awesome hammerhead action. Some really good hammerheads. We saw lots of hemis and tiger sharks and no sharks. Can I get a hoya? I think a big part of what people don't talk about in this industry are the lows. You always see the highs, especially in yachting, but John's not here at the home station. He's crawling underneath the air compressor in the engine room because there's a crack somewhere, something sneaking. John is determined to figure out what it is. So I'm up here at the helm, just watching charts, trying to keep us on the same track as our previous routes. Just kind of keeping an eye on things, watching all of our temp gauges and making sure everything looks good, so John can go play detective and figure out what he needs to figure out. It's just such a pain in the ass because we were just hauled out. We just spent so much money getting everything else fixed. So fingers crossed it's not something more serious, but that's it's boat-like, you know?
Okay. Because I'd rather, I mean, preferably if we can get this part, I don't want to do it. I don't want to miss any charters, but I'd rather miss this charter than the New Year's charter, you know?
So it's confirmed. It's the rudder shaft seal. There's pulleys and shafts and all that inside of it, and it's leaking. The only way to fix it is to pull the boat out of the water, which we literally just fucking did. So we have a charter that starts in 4 days. Starts on Sunday, and today's Wednesday. So, I mean, it's gonna really suck if we miss this first charter, because we really could use this money. We're hurting hard. Yeah, it's definitely really disappointing and really frustrating. I don't know how we missed this one. We even had the entire boat inspected. Such a fucking pain in the ass. What's wrong, baby?
So we left Bimini this morning, and all last season we had a leak. We noticed that there was water coming in on this back sugar scoop, and we thought it was cracks. We actually got hit by a guy when we were at a dock, and our sugar scoops are very brittle, so we found some cracks that we thought the water was coming in, because water always runs over our sugar scoops. And today I went to go check it just to make sure that the repairs were okay, and I found more water. Now it is 5 p.m. on the night before Thanksgiving, and the parts that we need are in France. So yeah, this is gonna be fun getting over the holidays.
You basically got the gist from John about what's going on, but I wanted to add. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, well, what I was saying was, I think a big part of what John left out is the fact that we're not just doing this for fun, we do it to also make a living. So this kind of eats into our living. So all day, Taylor, my second Stu, and I, we've been trying to come up with different ideas on how to make it up to the guests, because we're not necessarily going to be able to go all the way to the Exumas, because if this gets worse, we don't want to get stuck in the Exumas. And yeah, so just figuring out how to move on from the situation. So a little morning update. We just woke up, we anchored up in Chubb last night. John continued to monitor the leak throughout the night, and it's still leaking. It wasn't supposed to leak on anchor, but it is, so it's kind of worrisome. But Sunday is the day we pick up charter. We're not going to have an answer about parts until Monday, and I don't think there's a boat that can take our charter. So we have informed our broker that we're going to have to do their charter in Nassau. And my amazing Stu and I were trying to think of some really awesome alternatives, like a junketing on the beach or a wine tasting, just things to still make the experience as amazing as it was, because they really did have their heart set on going to the Exumas. So that being said, fingers crossed, we'll get through this charter. We can shoot back to Florida, get it fixed, and make it back for New Year's charter. So, yeah. Alright, you want to give everyone a little update, Ski?
Update is we're going to do this charter and play it safe and go to Spanish Wells. That way if anything happens, we have plenty of friends there that can help us out. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
But for now, we got to go get ready for charter.
Stay tuned and you'll find out what happens.